Live Chatters. This is Douglas George Bloch. On the first Sunday of May 2021, welcoming you to Pastor Doug's Depression Recovery Hour, where each week we gather together to kvetch, say what's wrong, complain. No, we don't. We get together to have a community and support each other in healing. Hello, Andrea M., Kevin Wilson, Jennifer H., and Brian Zimmerman, who I haven't heard from before. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I took a little bit too much sleeping medication, so I'm very tired. So here's to caffeine. And I'm going to go on a bike ride in just a second. So I'm going to text my good friend Thelonious. And I'm going to go ahead and hit Thelonious and say, are we still on for this afternoon? Question mark. All right, Lori Buckman, always a big smile from Idaho. Thank you again for sending me that lovely, lovely card. Richier, Padar Shields, Character Coleman. Hey, sorry I didn't pick up the phone. The phone was silent, my good nephew. So in this recovery radio hour, we of course talk about mental health recovery, depression recovery, anxiety recovery, and Terry Murray. There you are. So two things. One, yesterday on May 1st, I uploaded the second half of my audiobook, Words That Heal, Affirmations and Meditations for Daily Living. A couple of you have the book. Let me see if I can find it right here. Probably not. I'll be more prepared. Well, here we go. A wonderful book I wrote in 1998, full of inspiration, affirmations. It's called Words That Heal, Affirmations and Meditations for Daily Living. Go check it out on YouTube. 25 euros. That's what I like, Padar Shields. Thanks for starting us out with a very generous donation. Everyone with depression needs to concentrate on antipsychotic as there's a small line between them. Well, there is and there isn't. Psychosis and depression are not that similar, believe me, unless you're severely depressed. But some of the antipsychotics, like Abilify, do seem to help people with depression. Sarmad Halali, hello, Mr. Douglas. I like how everybody from the Middle East calls me Mr. Douglas. Hope you're having a good time. Productive weekend. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you, Sarmad, for your constant thumbs up. And there is Texas Angel. There it is. Coffee. Shirley, what's her last name? Jenkins? I forget her last name. But anyway, that's Robert Jenkins. I forget Shirley's last name, but yes, she's on a little break. Hello to Shirley from Florida, Ukraine. I love the way you spell your name. Ann C. from Oklahoma, 84. Such a peaceful, loving man. Ah, yes, thank you. Oh, okay, that was my kind of alter ego. Susan Jones from Virginia. Now I got to get my little signs here. Don't go anywhere. Oh, my goodness. All right. So, haven't you shown you guys this picture before? From the ashes I rise, right? Anybody who's been through incredible depression, anxiety, nervous breakdowns, cancer, anybody who's given up for dead, remember the phoenix bird rising from the ashes. And my website, speaking of people who have been through depressive episodes, overcomingsuicidalpain.com. About 2 months ago, put it up there. Really helpful information for those who have lost hope. Warm day in New York, Larry. Yes, my brother is still there. And one other announcement here. What is that announcement? Well, I have a new website, a personal website, which I didn't print out. If you go to douglasbloch.com, right over here, a new personal website showing all my work in depression recovery, suicide prevention, affirmations, my YouTube channel, and metaphysics. It's all there on douglasbloch.com. Hey, Jem from Cornwall, England. Nice to see you. The guy from Canada. Nice to see you. 6 months sober on May 18th. Prozac is helping. Oh, you're working on singing. That's wonderful. You know, I have a whole video on the role of creativity in healing from depression. Jacob Edgington, wow. An old timer from the UK. He and I have talked on the phone. You've got some jokes for you? Throw them out. We need some. Terry Merritt, any suggestions about how to stop ruminating from past things? Insecurities, don't feel good in the present, can't seem to switch off that channel. Well, yeah, well, that's the whole point, isn't it? You got to switch off the channel. Well, what's a different channel besides ruminating? Well, what about getting up and running around the block, distracting yourself, right? Or what about just the channel of non-attachment, just watching the thoughts go by like this without really letting them grab you? Or the channel of affirmations, cancel, and put in something else. But I like the idea of switching to a different channel. I'm going to actually make a note of that. Hey, Tejas Monikar, go ahead and send me some of your jokes. You're amazing. Psychosis is treated with Risperidone or Abilify. What do I choose? I don't know. I haven't been psychotic in a while. Those are both good medications. What can I tell you? Talk to your doctor. Yes, from India. Hey, Tejas, give us a report from the streets. I hear that in India they're having a horrible crisis with COVID outbreaks and people dying on the streets because they don't have oxygen. Is that true? If so, really, we should pray for India. JR, good afternoon from the Buckeye State of Ohio. God bless me for my helpful constitutions. Did I say helpful constitutions? I do have a strong constitution. Hey, I'm going on a 25-mile ride after this today. It's called Kelly Point. Haven't done it in a long time since my nervous breakdown in 2015. Hope I still have the stamina at 82 years old. Did I say 82? I meant to say 72. Boy, I'd be upset if I were 82. Richard Farrell from Vancouver, a major guest on my show. Thank you very much. And Terry Mary, CBT can help, as with many things. Yeah, things are tough in India, says Pedar Shields. Absolutely. You're from India as well? Pura. That sounds like an Indian name. Definitely not Irish. It's really sad, says Pura. Yes, it is. But here's Kelly Burns with a joke to cheer us up. Don't you hate it when people answer their own question? I do. Aha! I got it. Thank you, Kelly Burns. It took me a moment to get that. Change channel or just move the dial. I'm going to write that down. God, where's a piece of scrap paper? Hold on. These are very good ideas. Aha! Change the channel or just move the dial. Yes, so many people get stuck. Yeah, really important when you're fixated on something. It's hard to change a channel when you have OCD, isn't it? That's where medication comes in. I know our friend Robert Jenkins, who's gone through a major transformation, has used medication. So sometimes better living through chemistry. New Sima Beach, Florida. Always wanted to go there. I haven't. Didn't even know it existed. All right. Good one, Kelly. Yeah, that was a very good joke. Everybody is essentially saying poor India, and you're absolutely right. It's a human tragedy. Tips on agoraphobia related to health anxiety. Exposure. First, walk out the front door. Maybe then to the sidewalk. Then to the post box around the corner. Small steps. And when the anxiety comes, just breathe into it and tell yourself, "I'm safe. I am secure," and keep putting one foot in front of the other. Edgington, am I confident I'll pass the cat food exam tomorrow? I am. Don't worry. I'll get to my insect joke in a minute. There's no need to get antsy. That's funny. I'm not quite sure about the cat food exam tomorrow, but I like the no need to get antsy. Hey, words that conspire, 3 pounds, I'll take it. 5 pounds, Jacob. I love the UK. Oh, my hero. Isn't that sweet? I don't know where people get these gifs. May is Mental Health Month. All right, let's get mentally healthy for May, huh? I am thinking of taking my suicide prevention site and making it into a small downloadable PDF. It is still so bad. I just read about this woman. Anyone ever hear of named Lee McMillan? She's from Canada, 28 years old. Went around the world with her boyfriend. Photographed, videotaped their trips. She was a travel vlogger. Had 350,000 subscribers, and she said, "It's not that I don't want to. It's not that I want to die, but just living is so much harder." And then she died by suicide. There's got to be a way to give people a that level of despair tools. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Joke: what time does a man go to the dentist? 2:30. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. You know, Taylor, I don't know how you get all these amazing things, but you do. Let's move this closer. Get a closer up view of Doug. Okay. Buffering, yes. Bufferin is definitely better than aspirin. It's weird because I conceptually know the past is over and there's no turning back. Wish I could stop letting it hold me back and robbing me of the present. Maybe need a burial ritual. Absolutely. Rituals are very, very powerful. I remember when I was had a traumatic incident where I skidded off the road in 1978 outside of Olympia, Washington, and the gas tanker came and spilled over, and all this gasoline came and got my Birkenstocks soaked. Could have died. Anyway, I had a ritual where about a month later I went to the Willamette River and stood on a bridge and threw the Birkenstocks into the water, letting go. So yeah, rituals for letting go are very, very helpful. Beach mom, you must be near the beach mom, in Florida, huh? All right. So Words That Heal, up and running. Again, my new website, douglasbloch.com and overcomingsuicidalpain.com. And the first month, this book did unexpectedly well. Raise your hand if you have actually listened to When Going Through Hell Don't Stop here when I serialized it on YouTube. It's now on Audible. Sold 40 books in the first month. I was expecting it to sell one. So thank you guys. If you were the ones who bought the books, let me know. Anybody here buy a copy of When Going Through Hell Don't Stop on Audible? I'd like to know if you were the guys who did it or somebody else. Callie Burns, I know how agoraphobia feels. Exposure therapy helped me. Yes, but it is hard. It is hard. Anytime your brain has got you, by the where, it's very, very hard. I want a therapist ASAP, but calling my insurance and getting that to work is stressful. Where do you live, by the way? There's a new documentary called America versus the World, comparing our healthcare, or I should say disease care system, to the others in Europe. And every time we spend more money, we get less care. People here in America don't do as well as Sweden or Denmark, and we end up putting more money into the system and we get less out of it. Why is that? Because of the health insurance companies and because Americans don't take care of themselves. When we first focus on God and others, we soon forget what made us miserable in the first place. I'll agree with that, Peter Shields. Service is a really good way to get your mind off yourself. I get it, not wishing to be a damper on IAMs, but PETA sadly exposed that company for stuff not very kind to kitties, experimentation. So I buy Purina 1 for my poor kitties. Okay, so IAMs obviously is a brand of cat food I've never heard of. Right. Anyone else want to bring up a mental health recovery question, story, success? Who here has been successful? Tell me about something you're doing that's helping, huh? So here is my self-care activities to improve your mood. Some of you had that. You see there are 5 elements of self-care. changing your thinking, changing your feeling, your behaviors, your physiology, and also your lifestyle habits, which is not even on here, interestingly enough. Huh. Oh, these are the symptoms of depression and anxiety. Got it. Not the lifestyles. I knew something was wrong here. Here we are. Better. It's all schmutzed up here. Here's the chart I'm referring to. Physical self-care, mental emotional self-care, social support, spiritual connection, lifetime habits. And here is boost your psychological immune system, spend time in nature, have fun, feed your spirit, lighten up, be creative, fake it till you make it. See, there are things we can do to change our brain chemistry besides taking drugs. Not that drugs are bad, but oftentimes they don't really work for people. And so we have to rely on other things to help us feel better. Which one are you, Simon or Garfunkel? Oh, Garfunkel, definitely. He's a math teacher like I am. I've never done Audible yet, but I'll find out soon and get a copy of your new audiobook soon. Yes, well, all you have to do is download their free app. That's it. And spend $14.95, or become a member and you get discounts. $63 people here. We could definitely get up to 80 like we did last time. And that would be great. Hit the like button, get some more people. What helped me from morning anxiety? When you wake up, get up. When you get up, stay up. Find something to do. Thanks, Kelly. Good idea. Fawn Tea, success story. Reading the Bible every morning and night has been awesome. I'm sure Peter Shields would give it a thumbs up. Mickey laughs. Hello, host and guest. Nice to see you. Approver, I exercise. Gives me a short-term goal to look for. Yes, exercise is #1 antidepressant. Yep, says Terry Murray. Negative core beliefs and shame growing up in a dysfunctional family still limit me at 6 years old. Successful life, but those old beliefs hang on tight. Well, keep working on them. Say, hey, look at my life. I'm successful. I can't be a complete loser, right? Just keep disputing those beliefs. Hi, says Eve. I've been using some of the ways to stop obsessive intrusive thoughts that you've talked about, and it's helped me so much. I really struggle with guilt because of them, so thank you so much. You're welcome, Eva. Lovely name. Do you remember little Eva? She did a song called The Locomotion. There's a paragraph, says Peter Shields, focusing on self makes one more depressed. Real happiness comes from helping others, right? Well, Mayor Baba says real happiness comes from making other people happy. Absolutely, or trying to anyway. But don't get attached, because you can't change people. We know, what do they say in the Bible? Who he loses himself shall find himself, but he who tries to find himself shall lose himself. Same idea. I mean, this little ego here, it's nothing. It's a speck of dust. It's going to be gone, before you know it. But that's why you shouldn't hang on too much to your own personal attachments. But when you surrender and you serve others, and you'll see the greater picture much better. Richard Farrell says, regular exercise makes sleep a priority. Reach out to friends, get regular massage. Those are wonderful, wonderful, wonderful things. Let's hear some more good tools. My main tool for anxiety is mindfulness. Does anyone know what mindfulness is? You just sit and you go, You just focus on your breath and watch your thoughts come and go. Texas Angel says, saving your favorite music on YouTube and letting it play through the videos can be a nice distraction, lift the mood. Absolutely. Music is a great healer. Matter of fact, if you look over here under healthy lifestyle, right there, do you see music? MUSIC. Where is it? It's got to be some music therapy. It's the 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't do this backwards. Anyway, music therapy, if you count up from the bottom of that green thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, music therapy, definitely helpful for depression. What's the difference between a Hippo and a Zippo? One is heavy and one is a little lighter. I love that joke. I've heard it. Of course, people have to know what Zippo is, but great joke, old genie. I can't meditate. Help me. Well, how do you meditate? That's the first thing. Well said, Douglas. It makes so much more sense for people with depression to be religious, because if this life is hell, we might as well hope for a better one. Or how about make a better one right now because, hell is something you can experience right here on earth. Hey, look at that super chat, that little button right down. See the dollar sign? What if I click on it? Show your support for Douglas Bloch. Oh, I can actually show. Can I send myself an animated image? This is weird. I didn't know I could send myself. Okay. Oh, I see. You have to basically send yourself. You have to pay the money also. Well, I don't want to do that because obviously I'll interrupt things. Oh, look at this. Thank you. You are awesome. This is what happens. $50. Wow. Just perfect. So that's how it works, guys. Click on that little dollar sign and you can send me not just money, but pictures. Jacob Edgington, 25 pounds. You are up at the plate today. You are the guy. For a while, people were going on putting a certain chocolate bar up in the flames. Talk about a hot topic. Okay. Topic must mean chocolate bar. I'm not quite sure, but thank you for the joke. Hey, Margaret Dooley from Ireland. Margaret makes such nice comments on my YouTube comment board. Thank you very much. Clive Marin, scientists believe they're very close to curing agoraphobia. Unfortunately, the agoraphobics is just around the corner. That is good. That is good, Clive. I really like that. That is very good. I'm gonna. Unfortunately, agoraphobics is just around the corner. Yeah, which means they can't get around the corner. Nice. Thank you, $5, Richard Farrell. Bruce is in the back door. I don't know what to do. He's meowing like crazy. I may have to bring him in and show him to you. Well done, Jennifer H. I'm impressed and currently doing the exercise and sleep can be problematic too. Half a lorazepam occasionally at night. That's right. That can help. By the way, thank you, Clive Marin. That was a great joke. Oh, chocolate, Richard Farrell. You can't beat chocolate with a stick, can you? 69 people. Let's see if we can break up to 70. Will there be any more antidepressants in the coming years, do you think? They're kind of stuck right now. I don't know. There needs to be a new, psilocybin therapy is going to be legal in Oregon in 2 years. That's what I'm looking for. We'd love to see Bruce. Well, I may bring him in any moment. I remind myself how far I've come with my anxiety. It usually puts my current struggle in perspective. Good one. All right. J Vlog Jalil. Anxiety leads to depression, followed by psychosis, delusion, hallucinations, on and on. Remedies detachment from women, alcohol, and other mobile sex motives. Do you mean noble sex motives? I don't know what a mobile sex. Oh, sex movies. I thought you said sex motives. Yeah, I guess a mobile sex movie follows you around. Everyone can meditate, says Richard Farrell. He says, keep bringing yourself mind back to the present moment. That's very good. Nice description. Terry Mayer was a high school teacher for 25 years. I did it for 40. Teen anxiety and depression is off the charts. Makes me wonder if social media is messing kids up. Absolutely. You need to all see a movie called The Social Dilemma. I want you to see that. Who has seen that before? All right. You should watch that movie. It's all about how we're manipulated by big tech. Look how present in the moment cats are. Yeah, they don't have any choice. They don't have a cerebral cortex to think about the future. Wonder where Jason is tonight. Hopefully having a great bike ride in the English weather. I don't know who Jason is, but David Holden. Oh, I haven't heard you in a long time. I'm not very well at the moment. That sucks. Just wanted to say hi. Well, what are you doing about it? David used to be a regular contributor here. He has an autographed copy of my book, A Righteous Guy from the UK. So, what's going on, David? Tell us. Are you having a minor relapse or a dip, and what can we do to help? I need to eat more dark chocolate. My weight is down to 126. Wow. Good for you. I wish I could lose weight. Harris Shirley. Peter would know. She just told me because of health issues, she was taking off for a couple of weeks. And what's your last name? Someone remind me. Arthur, social media and following politics made me so depressed and irritable. I'll definitely check out that movie. Yeah, it'll definitely give you tremendous confirmation. Now you need to limit your time in social media. You've seen The Social Dilemma, Kelly Burns? Thank you for the thumbs up. Jackie G. Regaldo. I know this too shall pass, but it do be like that. You mean it doesn't feel like that? I need to do more. Yes. Finally caught you live. Yes, Stephanie Bacon. Stephanie Bacon was one of my seminars. She lives in Sacramento. We've become good friends. She says I'm her surrogate or dad or something like that. Anyway, Stephanie's a very, really, really good piano teacher. If you ever need any lessons, just hop on a plane to Sacramento. Jennifer H. Yoga poses for insomnia and anxiety, child pose, legs up on the wall, headstand, cat, cow, forward hold, dog, etc. Hold poses as long as needed, belly breath slowly. It increases GABA. Of course, a lot of people don't know what the child pose is. Legs up on wall, they can figure that out. Headstand, yeah, that's easier said than done. The cat, cow, yes. Forward fold, I don't know that one. I did some yoga years ago. Pedar is giving out his email address if you want to be on his mailing list. 61. Come on, guys. We can at least hit 70 today. I've had a huge drop in viewership, and I have no idea why, but I don't like it. I approve quarantine is making us more depressed because we are just stuck with ourselves in mental illness. That's sad. Yes, well, at least here in Portland, you don't even have to wear your masks outside anymore. David Holland, just what is David saying? David is saying, just had some anxiety and triggered my depression quite badly last week. Seemed to be spiraling out of control. Okay, so David, if you're spiraling out of control, what can you do? Relapse prevention, right? Call your therapist, make an immediate appointment, call your prescriber, have some people come over to hang out with you, hang out with you, take a couple of days off from work. Self-care, self-care, self-care. You'll come back. It's not normal not to have an appetite. That's true. I didn't know. I thought she, I see that now. Thank you. I didn't see that thing that she said about not having an appetite. Yeah, that is right. It is not quite normal, as you said. A 100-lane bowling alley in Reno, Nevada? Wow. Hey, Joan? Bruce is at the back door. Did you let him in? If you do, why don't you bring him over here and give him to me? The live chatters want to see him. Meds and CBT. Yes, CBT helps. I've been dizzy and nauseated for months. I think it's BPP Virgo. I have a doctor appointment this Thursday. My second vaccine tomorrow. Don't feel good. Don't know why. What is BPP Virgo? I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I don't know what that stands for, Lazy Eye Ranch. More people are getting out as the quarantine passes and the weather's beautiful. Be encouraged. You're making a difference. Didn't quite get your joke, Approver, but YouTube wasn't quite fond of it, so I'm going to just wait for you to tell a new one. Is Bruce eating? Keep reaching out, David. Join the email address group. Yes, go ahead and call. Email Pedar Shields. It's May Bank holiday here in Ireland. Everyone is outdoor. May accounted for reduced numbers. It may account for reduced numbers. Oh, that's very, very, very funny. Hey, why did the banker quit his job, everybody? He lost interest. And what did they give the dentist after he had a distinguished career? What was his reward? Why, they gave him a little plaque. And why did the Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz become a successful neurosurgeon after he retired? Because he was outstanding in his field. Oh, those are 3 quickies. Okay, Pedar. There it is, David. pe.shields@gmail.com. Email him. You get on his mailing list. You can check in with the other live chatters. Yeah, B12 makes you lose your appetite. Yes, right. Some people have a deficiency. Although it's pretty hard. If you're a vegan, you would be. But if you eat meat or animal products, you're normally getting enough B12. Benign paroxysmal positional vertigo. Wow. A common condition carries brief fears of dizziness brought on by changes in head position or sudden movements. Wow. What do you call an alligator in a vest? An investigator. I don't know why that's funny, but that is really bad. That's good. Thank you, Apurva. What do you call cheese that isn't yours? Nacho cheese. Where are you getting these things in India, huh? That's an American, slang. How is Bruce Bloch doing, huh? Anybody feel strange that COVID resistance restrictions are being lifted? No way. I'm enjoying it. I was extremely strangely comfortable with my isolation and the excuse not to see anyone. Well, you can still stay isolated if you want to. Hey, David, thanks for dropping in. Remember to email Pedar Shields, pe.shields@gmail.com. He'll put you on the link. Yes, not your equals nacho. Yes. Thank you, old genie, for explaining that. Yeah. Keep reaching out, David. You can make it through this. Why is my anxiety and depression so much in the morning? It's just the way it is. That's the daily rhythms of depression, and no one really knows why. I'm getting ready to bring Bruce in here any day now, any moment now. BPVV is caused by floating crystals in the inner ear. Wow. So I've got some loose rocks in my head. Had this before, makes me unstable and clumsy. Wow. So what's the treatment? That's interesting diagnosis. Dean Brandt, DB, just like me. I had bipolar and borderline since I was little. I'm 41 now. This is a disease has robbed me of my life. I tried everything, tired. This corona isn't helping. So Dean, does that mean you've tried like medication, like mood stabilizers? Have you tried exercise? Have you tried meditation? Bring on Bruce. I like the depression hits a moving target video for mornings especially. Yes, it's not my original saying, but it's really true. Depression does not like it if you get up and do things. It's getting late here. I need to go. Thanks. Had a good time. Well, Apurva, I'm sorry about India. Thank you for your 1 or 2 really good jokes. What time is it in India, guys? Let's check it out. The Apple Watch. Yes, Kieran, my brother said I had depression and anxiety since the sperm hit the egg, since I was very young. All right, so, okay, Kelly Point, yes. So what are we looking up? We're looking at the time in India, right? World clock. Huh, I better put New Delhi in here. Let's put a plus. Okay, let's hit NEW. New Delhi, India. 1:11 a.m. Wow, 12 hours and 30 minutes ahead of us. Well, it is 1:30. I guess that's why Apurva had to go to bed. Yes, Yaron Devaney, I had depression ever since I can remember. But it really came out bad when I was a teenager. Jack Henry, Jennifer, thanks for yoga info. Going to class. Surely I walk a lot, but I'm stiff as a board. A lot of men are not flexible. just me, or is it really hard to forget the past? Well, sometimes it's easy to forget. Most people don't remember very much from the past. I don't remember what I had for breakfast when I was 22. Sometimes I wish I could go back in time and fix some things in my life. You and everybody else on the planet. Self-sufficiency suits me. My life was on lockdown before lockdown was invented. Lockdown made me feel normal, less pressure to go to places to socialize. Well, I guess it's good for the introverts, isn't it? Sheltering sounds better than isolation. I agree, Kevin. Richard Farrell says the neighbor's cat is named Nacho Business. So that's when people ask, they can say, the name of this cat is Nacho Business. True story. That's very funny. Oh, I love puns, don't you? Can I pray for anyone, says Mark? Yeah, pray for the people in India. They are going through hell. Or, anybody here is struggling. David Holden. I knew you tested positive. I'm glad you're recovering. Have you thought about religion since? It will help you. I read the Bible. It helps. I knew you tested positive. And who is Ashana A? I don't see Ashana here. Oh, I just recovered from COVID. Yes, wow. Well, good that you're recovering. Who has tried 5-HT for sleep? Not I, but maybe I should. How to remove the OCD for excessive hand washing. Nice guy. That is the classic OCD symptom. And, someone is calling me, and unfortunately, all the answering, all the voicemail is stuck. So, oh well. Am I a loser, Kay Green? Now, what made you say such a thing like that? No, you're not a loser. You're a child of God, a child of Spirit. You're whole and complete in yourself. You're a divine child, so you're not a loser. Hey, Cheryl Daniel, wow. Recovering from a tooth extraction. I was fine before my procedure, but got depressed afterwards. Well, yeah, medical procedures can do that. Speaking of which, I'm going to probably have to have a hip replacement sometime at the beginning of June. So I'm planning on taking a break anyway, but that's really going to make me miss a couple of live chats. Sorry for saying this, but I wish assisted dying was legal here in Belgium and Switzerland. Why not have a choice and get help when you've had enough? Well, that's because when you've had enough, sometimes the next day restores you. You see, you never know what tomorrow may bring. If everybody in my group had a choice to die by suicide when they wanted to, 2/3 of the group would be gone. And yet everybody, with the exception of one person, came out the other side. So, if you email me, I'll send you a copy of my book, When Going Through Hell, Don't Stop. So, Dean, yeah, just tell yourself, you will come out the other side. Though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I will fear no evil. The key word is through. You're going through the shadow of valley of death. Or, yeah, the valley of the shadow of death. Thank you. There we are. So, Dean, hang in there. What type of treatments are you using? I'm sure when you say you've had enough, you must mean enough of the anxiety or depression, right? Anyone ever thought they had enough? Me. But sometimes you just got to wait it out. But boy, is that hard. I tell you, mental illness is a cruel disorder. Only 23, says Kevin Wilson. And I don't know who's 23, but for a good night's sleep, take 1 vitamin D3 tab with half a cup of cow's milk. It works? Well, great. I'll try it out. I have no teeth, so don't worry. Oh, okay. I haven't achieved anything and I'm unemployed at home and feel stuck. Wow, Kay Green, you cannot not base your life on how you're feeling at 23. I didn't have any of my act together until I was 35. So you're a pipsqueak. You haven't even started to live yet. So you don't know what's around the corner. Jack Henry, Pastor Doug just wanted to know through this live chat, through books, etc. You help so many people. Well, thank you, Jack. Appreciate your feedback. Anyway, let's give a shout out to Kay Green and tell her she's got plenty of time for her life to come together. You're welcome, Dean Brandt. I don't know what I said, but I think it was probably useful. Now I got to find out. Boy, these comments come. So here it is. Sorry for the saying. Yeah, Dean Brandt. No, you never know what tomorrow can bring. I don't know how old you are. I know life is a bitch, isn't it? Life's a bitch, and then you die. You know, when I was doing my New Age thing in the '80s, I had a bumper sticker that said, "Life is a joy," and then you ascend. Okay, speaking of life being difficult, where is my... No, it's not here. Are you in hell, everybody? When going through hell, don't stop. A Survivor's Guide to Overcoming Anxiety and Clinical Depression on Audible right now and also on Amazon. So, but boy, isn't it hard when you're going through hell not to stop? You know, the woman who said, "I've had enough," that's what that woman, that 28-year-old woman, Kay McMillan, who died by suicide, said, "I had enough." So what do you do when you've had enough? How do you keep alive for the next day? How do you keep alive for the next breath? How do you keep pressing forward when you've had enough? That is the key, isn't it? Isn't that the key? Matter of fact, I'm going to record that. I'm going to record that. That's very profound. Okay, when you've been suffering for a long time, when you're severely depressed or your life is going downhill and nothing's helping, you say, "I've had enough." How do you stay alive for one more minute, one more second, one more breath when you've had enough? Please, anybody here tell me that? I'm going to put it in my new book on overcoming suicidal pain. Can someone tell me what they do when they've had enough and how they keep persevering? I really want to know. I never liked life much at all. Well, sir, how to stop OCD regarding hand washing? Oh, you need to go find professional help, nice guy. OCD is a very, very serious and very difficult disorder to deal with. You can't do it alone. I can tell you right now, you need other help, professional help. Find a counselor, therapist, or prescriber or psychiatrist where you live. There are treatments. Any video or suggestion for recovering from obsession? I do have a video called How to Stop Ruminating, which is kind of the same. And I also have another one called How to Stop Intrusive and Obsessive Thoughts. Hey, we're above 70, thank goodness. How to Stop Intrusive and all right. So this is my video, and that will tell you a little bit about how to deal with OCD, or just give a couple of tools anyway. Hey John, where's Bruce? He's right there. I don't want to disturb Bruce. No, you know what I can do? Let me see. Let's go ahead and hit this. I'm going to do something a little bit radical here. Guys, I'm going to see if I can... If Bruce won't come to me, maybe we can bring Bruce to you. There, can you see Bruce? Let's just keep it the other way around. Hey! He went away. Oh well. Anybody get a picture of Bruce at all? I'm going to follow him into the kitchen. Really smile your on candid camera. Watch this. There he is. There's Bruce Bloch. Hey, look, everybody's seeing you on camera. Isn't that wonderful? Whew. That was an effort, wasn't it? All right. Carrie, did that satisfy your curiosity? Oh. Anyway, I hope that wasn't too disruptive. Ruminating is only an issue when it's negative. Ruminating thoughts when positive solve problems. Stephen Jobs ruminated constantly. Yes, on solutions. Good to see Bruce. Bruce is beautiful, isn't he? So, he is sweet. We have 7 minutes left. I would definitely like some more donations here. We have really seen a drop in users, which has affected my ability to pay people who, yeah, he's shy, of course. He's very shy. Yeah, anyone who is inspired by Bruce, make a $2 to $5 donation. It will help to pay for his cat food. We cannot let Bruce go hungry. It's not acceptable. All right. Don't give up. Yes. I am facing insomnia. Anything you might advise? Well, lots of things. Yoga positions, deep breathing, exercise, milk and vitamin D3, medication. I love your American accent, Douglas. You're funny. Is there such a thing as an American accent? All right, Tracy Marks, yes, very well-known psychiatrist. Evelyn May, hey, hi Douglas. I've had my first Pfizer shot, so far surviving. I think it increased my anxiety because of the unknowns. Hey, you'll get through it. So, the people who wanted to see Bruce, are you happy you saw him? Yeah. Is Bruce on Social Security? He's on Social Security disability, actually. He can't hunt like he used to, so he has to get fed by me 10 times a day. Animals help anxiety and depression. I have a very important video called Your Pet Can Keep You Here. And thanks for Social Security for Bruce. He really appreciates you asking that question. $1.99, Texas Angel. Hey, it's the thought that counts, my mother used to say. 77 people. Well, we're not going to hit 100, are we? I'm a dog guy, but I love Bruce anyway. Yeah, that was nice seeing Bruce. I'm hoping one day I can sleep normally again without medications. I used to sleep well before my surgery. 100 million people have sleep disorders. Stephanie will send via Venmo. That way nothing extra is taken out of PayPal. Thank you very much. Actually, no, Stephanie, if you say send to friends and family, they don't take a thing out. So however you want to do it. But I get a lot of donations from PayPal. Just say send to friends and family. How do you deal with insomnia? Very difficult. I've been sleeping poorly lately. I take something called Ambien every now and then. I take amitriptyline, which is a low dose of an antidepressant, and I try to exercise. Americans have a lot of accents. Just for fun, I cycle through a few at once just to confuse people. In other words, you have good you can do that. $4.99. I appreciate this group. Thank you, Jennifer. Love your little sunglasses, Jennifer. I love your name too. Jodie Foster has a nice American accent. Still don't know what an American accent is, but yes. Isn't anybody who live in America have an American accent? Terry Marty, always happy to see animals much more than people, unfortunately, because I'd be super happy otherwise. In other words, you should just live in maybe you could become a zookeeper or something. I don't know. Actually, in all seriousness, maybe you could volunteer in an animal shelter. Like the old lady said when she peed in the ocean, every little bit helps. You know what my favorite joke of today was? They're finding a cure for agoraphobia. Unfortunately, it's just around the corner. That is brilliant. Why is that funny? Because agoraphobics can't go around the corner because they have agoraphobia. All right, 3 minutes left. Any last minute donations? I have to get ready to go ahead and go on a bike ride of 27 miles. Will you please pray for me that I will be able to make it and not run out of steam? You know, I can't believe that like 8 years ago, I was riding 104 miles at a single race. I could never do that. I mean, between 64 and 72, well, not for everybody, that's right. My breakdown in 2015, 6 years ago, really, really messed me up. I mean, I never have truly recovered. Mentally I have, but not physically. 27-mile bike ride. Good Lord, David VR. I used to do 50 and 75-mile bike rides with no problem. Anyway, yes, be safe. Thank you. That's important. You know, anytime you're up on a bicycle, anything can happen. So, Charles Bronson. I grind my teeth at night, so got a mouth guard, but catch myself during the day. You know what? I grind my teeth also, and I need a mouth guard. I used to have one, Charles. So thank you for reminding me. Ojavi Garg, recovering from depression, sometimes feel recovered, sometimes feel stuck. Why recovery is not smooth? It's the name of the game. How to overcome loneliness and avoid bullying. Wow, bullying is such a big deal, on the internet. That poor woman who took her life, she was the victim of cyber bullying. I'm going to read you one thing from this amazing article. Don't go anywhere. Where's that article I was reading? This is an article you have to read from the Sun. It's called Parting the Clouds. You see the guy who did it? Parting the Clouds, Charles Raison on new treatments for depression. Right there. It's from the Sun magazine. Right there, the Sun interview. And it was from February of 2021. This is what he says about depression. Okay, this is key. This is why depression is such a so tough. So here's what he says. He says, the thing we are not able to do with depression is figure out what to give whom. We can diagnose someone as being depressed, for example, but there's no one thing that all depressed people have in common. If I have a bad stomach ache, the doctor's going to figure out whether it's a perforated bowel or a bacterial infection or my appendix. That's the problem. We don't have that kind of clarity in psychiatry. We're not able to look at someone and say, aha, the cause of your treatment is X, the cause of your depression is X, and here is the definitive treatment. We cannot say, this is the cause and this is the treatment. Unlike a bacterial infection, unlike a stomach ache, unlike many things. Hip replacement. I have arthritis in my hip, right? Right here. Oh, they can give me a new hip, right? They can't give you a new brain. I want a new brain. That was good. No, seriously, they can give you a new hip. They can give you a new heart. They can give you a new, what else? Leg, prosthetic leg, right? They can give you a new liver. They can give you a new lung, a new kidney, but they cannot give you a new brain. That is why depression is such a bitch. That's why it drives people mad, even to end their own lives. So, look at this guy. Isn't he a nice, handsome, and very, very, he's great. He's probably the best psychiatrist in America, in my opinion. Anyway, the point is that depression confounds everybody. And that's why we're all here today supporting each other. All right. Methodist Church in Palm Springs. All right, I like this. I like the fact that you guys are all white on black. Anyway, does everyone understand? Yeah, bike ride, notice nature, enjoy the smells. Yep, except it'll be on paved roads. But yeah, other than that. No, I've gained weight, Stephanie, actually. Oh, Lagai, $13.99 Canadian money. You always choose $13.99. Thank you. Claren Big Hurt 9116 has an awesome video on young people dealing with bullies. I definitely should look at that. Yeah, appearances can be deceiving. But thanks, Stephanie, for the compliment. Vaya con Dios. Yes, that's a beautiful song. You were late for the live chat. Abud Alabaid. Well, you got here. Just in time. Billies are hurt themselves. Pity them, I agree. Oh, My Teacher the Octopus, My Octopus Teacher for Charles Bronson, an amazing film. Yes, everybody should see that film. Best wishes with your bike ride. Just start a little steady, slow pace, back to maintain stamina for the finishing post bar. I'm going to have someone take a picture of me and I'll show it to you next time. Recovery is not smooth, Shabi, because the brain is tough. Why is everything's changing, white on black? Well, I better get out of here because it is really, really weird the way your comments are coming up. I wish you could do magic on my head. Yeah. So, again, no specific way to treat depression. Depression is not caused by one thing. Different people experience depression differently. The brain is hard to fix. But we do what we can. We have treatments. We have drugs in some cases, activities, prayer, music, creativity. And I'm doing 3 things today from my little list here, right? One, if I can find my list. List right here. Okay, 3 things at once. 1, healthy lifestyle, I'm going to nature. 2, social support, I'm going to see my friend. And 3, physical self-care, exercising. So walk with a friend in the woods, you've got the exercise, you've got the social support, you've got the nature, or take a bike ride in the country. So at any rate, you all guys take care. I don't know why all your comments are this weird. They look really weird. They have gray with white letters and gray background. But anyway, you guys have a great week. See you on the 9th. This is Mental Health Month, so take care of your mental health. Till we meet again, I wish you the best in your mental health recovery. Adios.